take a plane to another plane, to another plane, to another plane, bumping Baka not nice while I'm trapping in the rain.
Yeah.
All right. And we're recording. Yeah. I'm here with my man, Jubelectron, on what is
All right.
episode 34 of Ezza Trips Balls. The homie's drinking some Tim Hortons in classic Canadian fashion. And
shit.
yeah, Tim Hortons gets a lot of free promo.
Yeah. Got the decaf.
The decaf. You off the caffeine or what?
I don't know. Not really, but kind of.
Man's trying to cut down on his caffeine a little bit.
Yeah, it's a battle, but whatever.
Do you find that you get like a placebo effect from decaf at all?
Yeah, like I really like the taste and kind of just the whole drinking something. I don't know.
Yeah. Coffee's just a vibe, right?
Yeah, so like the tea, it's all right for the caffeine, but I don't know, the taste isn't as good, I guess.
Yeah, coffee gives you that a little bit of a punch, whereas tea is very like soothing. You know, coffee's like, yo, wake up, but it's also soothing.
Yeah, like if you got a trap
coffee.
beat and you drink a coffee, you're good to go.
100%. I'm pushing coffee all the time. Anytime I just started living with my girlfriend recently, the last couple months, and anytime she's grumpy, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm just gonna make you a coffee. She's like, I don't want a coffee right now. I'm like, trust me, it'll fucking help. You know what I mean? Smoke a bowl, drink some coffee. You'll be well on your way. You know what I mean?
See, that's the Italian mindset right there.
It is. It is.
You just get an espresso all the time, all day.
Yeah. See, that was the one thing. Like, I was living with my parents before this, admittedly, and yeah, they got the espresso machine. So I missed the espresso machine because really, you fucking tap a button and you got that, and that's fueling me all day. You know what I mean? Now I'm dealing with instant coffee and shit like that, and making pots of coffee, which is still great, but yeah, it's not like that espresso. No.
Oh man, the espresso in Italy is like so strong. I couldn't even drink it. Like,
You been to Italy?
I went once,
Yeah,
and the
me
espresso
too.
was too much. That's sick.
Yeah, I had to have like Americanas. And they cut it with milk. Some steamed milk, yeah. God damn, man.
True. That probably made it a bit better.
Yeah, it helped. The help with the harshness for sure. So what are you up to, bro? You're in the whip right now? Man's just
Am I
in the
lagging
cut?
too much?
No, you're all right. You're all right. There's like maybe a second or two delay, but it
I'm
doesn't
in the whip.
too detrimental.
Okay. Yeah, I dropped Skittles music video. Well, Pluto dropped a Skittles music video featuring me.
Bro, yesterday. That's great timing. Man, you know what's fucked up?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I went to Pluto's to shoot the that stick remix. And while I was there, he's like running through footage of stuff he's working on and whatnot. And he's showing me this footage of you rapping this hard motherfucking verse. And I'm like, man, what song is this? And he's like, it's Skittles. I was like, that was fucking Jubs. That verse is hard as fuck, bro. For some reason, it never clicked in my mind that was you. And literally since that day, I've been bumping that song like regularly.
Oh, wait, something happened.
Yeah, my man's on that cell phone internet right now.
Zach. I'm sure of it. See, this is good because I'm back.
You good? It says your network bandwidth is low.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, sorry about that.
Yo, it's all good, man. These things happen. This
Oh,
this is a low
it should be
budget
better
show.
now.
That's the last thing you heard me say?
All right. Spike the Skittles verse. Now I got nothing.
Yo, test.
Oh, no. Okay. I'm gonna fix this.
My man got me out here wishing that they installed
All
5G towers during COVID.
Yo, man. Don't even get me started on that.
Well, I don't know. I feel like if they did, we'd be having more luck right now.
Oh, we're good now, right?
We're better. We're better.
We're better. Okay.
Yeah. So, yo, that Skittles verse, bro.
Yeah.
It never clicked in my mind that was you because I never heard you rap like that, quite like that anyway. And yeah, that verse is hard as fuck. To me, the beginning of that verse is like the hardest beginning to a verse that I've heard in a long time, man. This man just comes out the woodwork with, I don't shoot at rap cats, I shoot coppers' hats. That's the hardest shit ever, bro. That whole verse is hard as fuck. What came over you, man?
There's a lot of factors with that verse. Like, first, the cop thing, that's been like a kind of a theme because like cops just do stupid ass shit and no one's held accountable. Like, if I lived in the States, it would be better for me to have a gun and shoot the cop first than if fucking get shot by a cop because he thinks like what, I'm fucking black or something. Like, I don't know.
Right. For insufficient reasons, to say the least.
Yeah, like, I don't know. That's like, how can you really like guarantee your own safety? Like, I don't know.
I'm glad we live in Canada,
like, if I was
man.
black, yeah, it's crazy.
I say that a lot on the show, but
Bitches, like, cops are just the worst sometimes, you know.
yeah, they really are. So, I mean, to hear you come out swinging like that, this man comes out on the verse shooting at the cops is very fearless, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like obviously people shouldn't go around shoot cops, but like,
No, we're not
I would
condoning
consider
that.
it.
But it's your artistic expression to be able to say that in an angry voice. A lot of people wish they could say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's part of artistic freedom is you can say things that you're not necessarily going to do, but you're saying things that a lot of people feel.
Who knows, man? Who knows what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, well, just keep it safe out here, man. Keep it safe, and you'll be all right.
My pranks are getting out of hand out here. I don't even know. Actually, this is what I want to tell you. Are you ready for this?
Is this okay? I'm ready, man. I'm ready for whatever.
Right now, as we're talking, I am the biggest artist in Niagara. Just right now, like at this exact moment. Like I wasn't last week. I might not be next week, but like right now, I'm just popping off right now. And it could be gone in like 2 days. At this very moment. I don't know why. It's just.
Yo, I'll give you that, bro.
Like just because fucking my views are going crazy right now. Like for the past month, it's probably been like 2 to 3K a week.
God damn, man. On what platform?
SoundCloud and YouTube.
That's what's up,
Mostly,
man.
yeah.
Good
Yeah,
for
that's
you, bro.
not including like TikTok where I do a bunch of stupid shit. But like, you know how the internet is. Like, it could just be gone. Like, it could just disappear, and then nobody will know. You know what I'm saying? But at this exact moment, when I'm on your show, biggest rapper, not the biggest artist in Niagara, because there's this one kid. He's singing. He's been going in.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt, there's a lot of talent, but yeah, I mean, good for you, bro, and keep it up, man. You never know. You keep doing what you're doing, it may not go away. And since I first like kind of discovered you, which was a couple years ago, I'm like, this kid's gonna be good on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like you're almost a product of the internet. Your style and what you do. So I never doubted for a second that you'd find yourself a fan base through online. Niagara's full of haters, bro, and not necessarily even haters, but people that can't really be bothered to support artists, unfortunately, or like get eclectic shit, or like keep an open mind to weird shit. You know what I mean? When I first saw you, one of the things that struck me about you is you had a lot of like people hating on you in the comments, and you were like always responding in like the friendliest way. And I was like, man, this kid is fucking the best person at dealing with hate I think I've ever witnessed in my life. And then I saw you a couple other places on the internet where people were hating on you, and you were just like completely not, like, you were just cool with it. You know what I mean? I don't think it affects you at all.
I lose it though.
You actually get
I
upset?
think you've seen the wrong ones. You didn't see the ones where I get pissed off, yo.
Yeah, I must not have seen those, because
Sometimes
this was a while
I
ago.
respond good. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, like, I know you didn't like it. Have a great day. But sometimes on the internet, like, I'll lose my shit if somebody's like saying like One Punch Man could beat Goku. I'll like freak out. I'll be like, yo, fuck you. You don't know shit about
Yeah, I ride with you on that one, man. Goku all day.
Right.
But yeah, it's shit like that's more upsetting. Like, you don't seem to get mad when people don't like your music.
Well, like, I don't know, it gives me views, but at the same time, it makes me not want to make music. So it kind of sucks.
Does it really?
Like, I used to make like 3 songs a day, like crazy Pluto Hann shit. But like now I make like, I don't know, slower paced, better produced. So,
yeah, I think that's the route, man. I'm the same way. Like, I used to do a lot more, but now I'm more like trying to figure out quality over quantity, and like I'll make a lot of shit, but I'm not necessarily going to put it all out anymore. Like, I do a lot of kind of practice stuff where like I think it's going to sound good, and then I record it and I'm like, it's all right, but I don't know if I'm going to release this, And then eventually I do something where I'm like, holy fuck, this is fire. I got to like put this out. And then I make sure that I put the proper,
like, oh, gotta get little B on the track and put that out.
gotta get Brandon on the track. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bass god. And yeah, go
Can we
listen to
just
the
thank the
hero's
bass
journey.
god for this thank the bass god for this podcast.
Yeah.
Thank the bass god for the sun shining out here.
My man, see,
Thank the
this is
bass
what I
god
love
for
about
this.
you, man. You get it. You know what's up.
Yo, I'm gonna eat ass, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for me, Lil B is like the moment that Lil B clicked for me. A lot of things clicked for me in the rap scene. Like, I was one of those old heads at first who didn't get it. You know what I mean? I was like, what's this fucking, this weird, like, these fucking clowns, you know what I mean? All these new rappers and shit. And then like, well, Soulja Boy and Lil B both kind of did it for me, but it Soulja Boy, when he was in his like DIY phase, kind of around the time he was rocking with Lil B, and the two of them like just basically trolling made a lot of sense to me. And I was like, holy fuck, like, these guys are like self-aware, you know what I mean? And then I started to see things a lot differently. And I was like, I could fuck around like that on a song too, you know what I mean? I don't need to be a conscious fucking lyricist, lyrical spiritual miracle type of guy to fucking make good music. You can fuck around and have fun. These guys are just having fun. Why am I hating on them? You know what I mean? They're having fun and they're getting success doing it. So it's like it changed things for me, and I think a lot of older heads still haven't had that aha eureka moment with somebody like a Lil B or a Soulja or who, you know, there's tons of them now. Fucking name anybody, right? All you got to hear is one
Yeah, it's
song
crazy.
and be like, oh, I get what's going on with this whole scene, you know?
It's just a whole nother wave. Like my biggest song is freaking. It's pretty. It's like a meme. You know what I mean? It's like I'm screaming like high pitched. Like it makes no sense.
That's the shit that goes, right?
It's weird, man. It's just the
It's super
internet.
weird. Meme, like it's gotta your shit's gotta be like quasi meme, quasi parody, but also serious at the same time. Unless you're like, you know, Kendrick Lamar or something, or like somebody who's risen to the top as a writer, as a lyricist. The shit that gets mad plays is like, yeah, memes, man. Even Drake is a meme, you know what I mean? Most of the shit he does is fucking meme worthy and
Oh
polarizing.
yeah.
Like everybody, and that's another reason why I thought that I always felt like you would do well, is because all the artists that are like, you know, top of the world as far as views and shit are like equally loved and hated. Like they're very polarizing kind of figures.
Yeah.
You know, people either love them or hate them. I could see you being that type of figure as well, where you would get just as many people who are riding for you as you would get people hating on you. You know, and those type of people do well, man, because as you said, it gets you the views and shit.
That'd be great.
Yeah, man, I think
Right
you
now, I
got
get
it.
more hate than like love. So when you get too
Sometimes,
much hate comments, it like overbalances, and I'm just like,
yeah, but
damn.
that's
But then
also
you guys are like real people, so it helps that you guys are.
yeah, for sure. I'm sure that does help, but you also got to think like, again, me who has a lot of good things to say to you about your shit. I'm not necessarily going to run to YouTube comments. I'm more likely to tell you, you know what I mean? Whereas people who have something bad to say,
Yeah.
that's the people that are making fucking comments, you know what I mean? So it's like you're of course going to get probably a higher percentage of hate in the comments because people talk shit in comments, you know? But as long as you know the love is out there
Yeah.
somewhere, man, just keep doing what you do.
It's out there somewhere.
Yeah,
God's always got love for everybody, so that's always good.
yeah, man.
I rap about God a lot.
What's that?
I rap about God a lot and the bass God a lot.
Me too, man. Me too. It's important. It's
Yeah, I
important,
like that
man.
one. Thank you, bass God, with the ice cream paint job. That line was good.
Everybody fucks with that flow switch up for some reason. I didn't have
Pluto
much
actually,
to work with in that verse, but I made something work.
all true. It's a good verse. Pluto actually made the video like really good, like because I seen all the raw footage, and like it's like he took the best shots. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, he's good. He's
really
good.
put
I'm
them
happy that
together.
he's really getting into doing visuals now because yeah, like you said, he makes a lot of fucking music, right? So I think it helps to have visuals with
Yeah,
some songs to like the standout songs so that people could be like, all right, I'm gonna check this out because there's a visual incorporated. Because sometimes with the artists like him, you don't know what the fuck to listen to, right? Like you go to his page and there's 100 songs released just this year. It's like, okay, what do I listen to get a good idea of this guy, right? So the fact that now he's starting to like single
listen
out
to
certain
all of them.
songs, they're all fire, right? The dude's a monster. I fuck with Pluto, right? But for the sake of the general public, I think it's people who don't necessarily, you know, dive deep into people's catalogs like fans like you or I would do. It's cool that he's got some visuals
Yeah,
popping
like
now.
people need to start doing that. Like
Hmm.
people hear half the song and they're just like, "Oh, I don't like this dude."
I'm
It's mad.
guilty of it too, though. You know what I mean? Like I criticize people for that, but there's so many rappers where it's like if I don't like their name, I won't click it. You know, and it's like for all I know, they
Oh,
could be
true.
fucking fire. But it's just there's too many now. There's too many goddamn rappers. You know what I mean? And I love most of
Yeah,
them.
there's a lot.
But I need to filter a lot out in my brain, or else I would just be nonstop listening to music. You know, I gotta like pick.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. But then it's
hard
like,
to
how
even
do I
remember what
expect
songs you
people to
like.
discover me? You know? Sorry, what's that?
It's hard to even remember like what songs you like sometimes because there's so many songs.
Yeah. No, it's
Like if you forget to
crazy.
like save the song.
Yeah. That's another reason why
Yeah,
visuals help.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the visuals are good. I like the cop shop video we did. That one was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to do that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Where's Gormy been, man? He's not shooting for anybody lately.
It's been making the milk.
Making that milk. He shot that video for Jacoby. That was pretty dope. But I haven't.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah. That one was good.
Yeah, but I haven't heard any music from Jacoby or videos from Gormy since then. But shout outs to both those boys,
Jacoby's
man.
been working.
Yeah.
But no, Gormy, he did a video for, do you know Jake, Chronic Spirit?
Oh, yeah.
He did a video for him, and he told me it was done, but he just hasn't put it out yet.
Oh, shit.
It's
Hey,
like an
okay.
acoustic rock rap type thing.
Okay.
But
So
yeah,
what do you
I
got?
don't know why he hasn't.
What do you got coming, man? What do you got coming down the pipeline? We got Skittles out there now, so everybody look up Pluto Hann.
We got
But
Elephant.
one more thing.
We got
I
Elephant
always
out
say
now.
Pluto Hann, and I hear him say Han, and I'm like, fuck, I keep saying Han. But then I realize in your verse you say Han, so I'm like, all right, it's not just me, man. But anyway, go look up that Pluto.
I always say Pluto Hann. He always says Han.
I know, I say Han too, and then I'm like, fuck, why do
Yesterday
I
I was
keep saying Han?
Yesterday I was saying Pluto Hannah. It's the girl version. And then he's got all these like little tools that he uses. He's got like the Pluto hammer, like the Pluto like hand sanitizer, like
Pluto
he's got
hand
all kinds of
sanitizer.
tools that he uses.
Those are all great merch opportunities right there. But yeah, what else you got coming up, man?
But yeah, I say Han. Elephant is out now. That's the viral talent show TikTok song that got me suspended from my school.
All right, well, let's hear that story, man. That sounds like a good story.
Oh, I can't tell it right now. We'll move on to the other drops I got going on. That story
we'll keep it moving
for the next episode.
All right, we'll keep it moving.
I've been dropping a lot of collabs. We have a song called Pixelate with Patterns. It's pretty good. The beat's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I just always got music coming out. I got this one track. It's kind of like I guess it would be like a Young Thug, Playboy Cardi type vibe.
Okay.
So I'm sure you'll like that one.
Yeah, I will.
But yeah, I just dropped a bunch of songs with like The Block and DK Lonely. Because DK's always doing his thing.
Yeah, man.
We dropped it's like a West Coast banger. I think did you hear that PTH mix?
No.
It's like a southern crunk. Like DK Lonely went crazy on that one.
Okay. It's not out
it's
yet?
Like got the PlayStation sound. No, it's out. It's on SoundCloud, yeah.
All right, okay. I will go check that.
Yeah, like my most recent drops have all been the DK Lonely, The Block, Jubelectron collabs. And then there's just other little projects. Me and Pluto, we're working on the Milkman video. It's a new song called The Milkman.
Okay.
We got mad jugs of milk and freaking milk bags, and we got Yop yogurts. We got everything.
They got Yops.
Ridiculous. Yeah. I don't even know how that video is going to turn out because everyone was really lit, you know.
Sometimes those videos turn out great, and yeah, sometimes they're just disasters.
Praying on the first one. What do you want to talk about next? Those are some of my new drops.
What's that?
I said those are some of my new drops.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
told
we
you
could
about.
talk about whatever, bro. Yeah, I've been waiting to chop it up with you for a minute, man. What else? What's going on, man? What's going on in the world? What's your fucking outlook on life right now? On the state of
My outlook on
society?
life.
Yeah, man. It's what is it? It's almost December 2020. 2020's been a crazy motherfucking year. It's almost over. Shit's not
It's
stopped going
honestly been like the
haywire.
worst.
Hmm?
It's been like terrible.
Yeah.
Like it's been like forcing you to like look at your life and look at yourself and like have some sort of spiritual like I don't even know. It's just messed up.
I agree, man. And it's as unfortunate as it is that it takes bad circumstances to sort of make people have that honest look at themselves and that look within. But I think we all needed to do that as a species, man, because we're running wild.
Have you felt like you've had some like reflective moments or like not even reflective, but it's just like life is so in front of your face that you're like, shit, like I've learned something I didn't even want to learn this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been almost nonstop, like I've been through a lot this year, just like my job that I had, and trying to work within that typical corporate structure. I was working in the weed industry, and when I first got hired at the place 2 years ago, it was like a family there. It was like a smaller operation. Everybody was potheads. Everybody in the office was chill. Everybody in the production floor is chill. Well, the industry gets bigger and 2 years go by and it's like becomes very, very corporate. And, the company got bought out by this American, fucking capitalist investor, took over the board, and a lot of decisions ended up happening that were affecting people day to day. And I really learned a lot about myself and how much I am affected by those type of environments, how much my mood's affected by those type of environments, and that I just really learned that I can't, if I have to go, like right now, full disclosure, I'm unemployed. I ended up getting laid off. I survived the first like wave of layoffs that happened because of COVID. And then the second one, I lost my job, and I've been so much happier. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's all like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that," and I'm like, "Dude, I don't have to go do that every single day." So I don't know what I'm going to do from this point on. Hopefully podcast and make music, because that's what I'm much happier doing. But I'm not a businessman.
Yeah.
I'm not a businessman. I have a hard time monetizing this shit. And that's the unfortunate lesson I've learned, is that for all the time and energy I can put into my passions, I still don't really know how to make it into a living, and that's what I'm going to be trying to do in 2021, so I definitely learned a lot. What about you, man?
I feel that like that's really true because like you do so much. Like people don't understand. You can spend like I'm sure you've probably done this. Spend like 24 hours just on one song in between like all the factors like
Oh yeah.
mixing, mastering, writing, recording. Maybe there's a music video. Even if there's not, you can still like spend so much time, and it's just like it's like disappearing into thin air almost sometimes. Because it's like
Yeah.
if people aren't like jumping on it, you know what I'm saying? That's why like I try and listen to everybody's shit. Like even if you got like 6 views and you just released your first song, like if I freaking see you on Facebook, I'm gonna click it just to be like, yo, good job, because I know no one else is going around saying like good job to fucking some little rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's just like it's like I know how much work goes into it. So even if somebody's like not even good, I'll still support them and be like, yo, good job, man. Like keep doing your thing. Like, I don't know. I used to be shit. Like, I still am shit. I'm just better.
Yeah, well, I
Better
appreciate
shit.
you being that way, right? Because that's literally what it takes, and that's that's what I try to let people know is that anybody who's willing to do this and who has a passion to do it can do it. But if they're shut down right off the bat because nobody's paying attention or nobody takes that time to listen and say like, hey dude, you're killing it, like keep going. You know how many careers stop before they even start, and you never even know what the potential could have been, right? So just taking that time to listen to that person with no views and give them a comment or some incentive to keep going. I think lately on the local scene, we've all been better that way with sort of big upping each other and helping each other out as much as we can. This podcast is
Yeah.
one way that I've really tried to do that and hope to continue to, because really that's what we need, man. Like, we're not, at the end of the day, we're not in the fucking hood, you know what I mean? We don't need to all be beefing each other. Nobody's shooting each other, nobody's fucking fighting. It's all just shit talk over whose music's better than whose and what style is the prevailing style of music. And it's just like, man,
Yo, I got mad Nerf guns. I'm loaded up with the Nerf guns right now. You don't even want to start.
so it's like, why are we pretending like we're from a place where we need to all be in competition, where we're kind of in a smaller market and we would all do much better if we propped each other up and like stood out a little bit, but we
Yo,
don't
literally,
get there.
I was thinking about this. If everybody, literally, if everyone we know, because like we all like music, so we listen to a lot of music. We probably all listen to rap music because that's what we fucking like, right?
Yeah.
So if every single one of us took every like mainstream artist off our playlist and like consciously we're like, hey, we're not gonna listen to fucking Little Baby. We're not gonna listen to the Baby. We're not gonna listen to Young Baby. We're not listening to any rappers named Baby.
Nobody was Baby
Anyone
in their
associated.
name.
Like, even if you click on like any rapper that's in the industry, you're supporting like this machine, right?
Yeah.
So if we all just listen to our own shit, even if like say I'm not even listening to Pluto Hann, say I'm listening to you, it's still better than if I'm clicking somebody who's signed to Warner because I'm supporting their machine instead of our machine. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like two separate entities. It's not like any of us are involved with fucking Drake or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta just
we're all
only support
independent.
ourselves. You know what I mean? We could build a playlist of music, and then we're just completely cutting them out. And then if we get all our fans to do that somehow, like I don't know, just tell them that we're all good.
Yeah, I
And
think we
can
need
just
to
get our own machine.
yeah, we need to look at past examples from hip hop history, where like these smaller markets, because at one point it was all, if you're not from New York or LA, there's really no hope for you. You got to either move to New York or LA. And then these smaller markets started propping themselves up, particularly in the South. And even though we're a much even smaller market than that, you do everything in Canada. You have to look at it on a bit of a smaller scale, unless you're willing to do what Drake did and fly out to Lil Wayne's crib and fucking make a song with him and just pay him up front. And then that launches your career. But if you're going to try to build a career here, you got to look at it on a smaller scale, but still looking at the South as an example of how they prop their scene up. And we're like, hey, look at us. And now they're the prevailing scene in hip hop, whereas at one point it was like nobody understands their accent. Nobody understands the flows they're doing. Their beats are too like simple and trappy. It was nothing but this is never going to be the main sound. And then it became that, right? So I feel like we kind of have the opportunity to be like, all right, we're not Toronto. The Toronto sound is the Toronto sound. They're gangsta as fuck. People are dying every goddamn week in the Toronto rap scene. Mind you, there's a lot of Toronto rappers that aren't involved in that. but the prevailing popular Toronto rap scene is a particular type of music which none of us really make. If any of us were to try to move there and succeed, we'd probably have a little bit of trouble. So why not let ourselves build ourselves up and stand up as our own on our own scene? Just like in the South, if somebody from Atlanta tried to move up to New York and succeed on that scene, they probably wouldn't have had much luck. But because Atlanta had so much talent and so many rappers and producers and artists who were willing to prop each other up and collaborate and put aside real beefs to build up Atlanta, and it became the new Mecca, right? So Niagara's never going to become that, but we can at least build a scene where at least the people who live here can be fucking aware of it. You ask the people on the streets, they don't even know that there's rappers in Niagara. Like, they're like, what? There's rappers
I
here?
know.
It's
I don't think,
embarrassing.
that's why I don't think it's gonna work here. Like, we're trying. It's not like we're not trying. We're definitely trying. We're definitely doing it. But it's not like as I want it to be like strict. Like nobody's listening to no music.
You know? It's a shame, man.
But
It's
yeah,
a shame.
it'd be hard to do, but it'd be cool.
It would be fucking cool, you know? And I try to
What?
listen to as much as I can anyway of local shit.
Yeah, me too. Because it's like you're gonna hear the other shit anyways when you're driving your car. So it's not even like you need to listen to that on your own time. You know what
It's
I
true.
mean?
It's true.
People are just, some people don't want to listen to people they know. So it's like, hey, don't listen to me. Listen to Ezza.
You know, listen to somebody else local then. Yeah, I know. It's like people just have an
Listen to
attitude where it's like,
Stevie.
who do you think you are? You know what I mean? I know you, you know, and I ain't shit. You know, it's really people just don't like themselves, man.
Oh man, the best is when people in Niagara, they're like, yo, like I've been in this game for 10 years. Like I've been in this game for 10 years, but who knows? People on SoundCloud, nobody in St. Catherine's knows. It's not like
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
like, oh, I had a show at Detour this one time, bro. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's true. I
Doesn't
mean,
mean I started the scene. I'm not gonna tell people I started the scene. Like I'm around.
yeah, exactly. And everybody kind of has their own little thing going on anyway. But it would just be helpful if we propped each other up a little bit. But yeah, like, you know, again, most people around here who know who I am, probably if you ask them how long I've been doing it, they'd probably be like, I don't know, 2 years or something, but I've been doing this for like 15 years. You know what I mean? Like longer if you count just writing. So it takes a long time to figure your shit out sometimes, especially when you're not from a big market where you really have to climb up a serious ladder quickly in order to do good.
Yeah, like some people. That's the thing. I like supporting young artists, but at the same time, like I don't like these kids who like. I don't want to say make one track because I have this like whole thing. You should only make one track. Like if you're a rapper, you should make one track, promote it like to the top, and then make your second track. Which I can't do because I just make too much music, right? Because I love music so much.
Yeah.
But like that's like my theory. But I don't like these kids who make like one track, even though I like the one track theory. Like one shitty track that's like not produced too good, and then they like kind of like stop and they just kind of stay there rappers so they can like smoke weed and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to support people's like bad habits at the same time as I like supporting people making music. That's like the main problem I have with like weed and rapping. Like a lot of people just like say they're rappers because they're like fucking high. I don't know. It's like it's weird.
That's a controversial statement, but it's very true. It's a lot of time it's either about weed or pussy, right? Like they either like smoking a lot of weed or they're puss hounds and they like fucking a lot of bitches. And the only thing you can be that makes either of those two things excusable in polite society is a fucking rapper or an athlete. And if you ain't a fucking athlete, you ain't a fucking athlete. But if you ain't a rapper, you can still be a rapper by making that one song and saying you are, right? But have you ever watched the show Atlanta?
Oh yeah.
Well, what you're talking about reminds me of Paperboy, right? Because he wasn't really a rap, but he blew up off that Paperboy song. And now it's like his poor cousin Earl is like, I don't know whether to keep enabling this because we need to get out of the fucking hood, or like, but it's kind of what you're talking about, you know? Except Paperboy's
Yeah.
not young in that story. He's a bit older, but still.
Paperboy,
Boy,
gotta
try
get
to
that
get that paper
paperboy.
boy. That shit's a banger.
Yo, I love that track. Like literally, that song should be on the radio. Like,
I
why don't
know.
people listen to good music?
All the little subtle drops of it in the episodes are just so good. And then when random like side characters will fucking clown him for the song, it's always fucking gold, man. You can just imagine.
Oh, the flow rider part at the end, it just kills me.
The Flow Rider. He puts on how many Flow Rider songs in a row? Oh man. Yeah, no, that show's great. I hope they do another season.
Yeah, man. That show is pretty funny actually. Like Donald Glover, I was watching him when he was like doing skits, like college skits before he rapped.
Yeah, he was a straight comedy dude back in the day.
Yeah, like there's some funny ones. There's one he has like this movie. Not like I don't think anybody knows about it because it's like it was like an independent movie. So it's like him and these two guys, and they're like grown adults, but they act like kids. Like they try and solve like neighborhood crimes and shit. And there's like this part where they like go to this drug dealer's house, and they have like the mentality of kids. So the drug dealer's like, "Yo, you want a fucking 8 ball?" And he's like, "I don't know. Do we really need 8 balls?" It's just so funny to me as a kid.
Oh man. Yeah, he's a very talented individual, man.
And he had some skits that would not be okay nowadays. Like, oh, there's some bad ones, but they're funny. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Spidey
the
gets
spelling
off.
bee one. The spelling bee one is the one that I always saw of him early back in the day. The N word, F word. I can't say either word.
Oh, true.
But it's a spelling bee, and the
Yeah.
word to spell is N word, F word.
Oh, true. Yeah, no, I remember that one too. Actually, that was like the channel that it was on. There's some really bad ones on there, but
Yeah,
there's some
but
funny
no,
ones.
Donald Glover's the truth, man.
I don't know. I can't fuck with that one song, like his biggest song. I haven't really fucked with him for a long time. Like I only liked the shit nobody liked. Like his first album that got really bad reviews was pretty good.
Cul-de-sac.
I think the one
I
where
agree.
he did it, that fake little Kid Cudi impression at the one part. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I think he's always been pretty dope. Yeah, recently I haven't listened to his shit as much, but you know, he kills it, man. I give it up to him still. Who do you listen to?
Who
Aside
do
from
I
local
listen?
artists, of course.
I only listen to Gunna and Lil Baby, pretty much.
Yeah, they're sick, man.
But I don't really because of the whole thing. I'm trying to listen to local artists, but like they're on the radio enough that I could still listen to them. You know what I mean? I might click on a song once in a while because like
Yeah.
really, it doesn't matter if I don't click on the songs. There's still millions of people that are already doing it.
Hey, somebody's got to start the snowball rolling, man, and you're that person.
But yeah, no, like I listen to Gunna and Little Baby right now. It's pretty much. I listen to some Toronto artists, like Anders.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. There's some smaller artists in Toronto that are like really good too. Like the production quality is just amazing. I
Yeah,
don't
they've
know.
got some amazing artists up there.
But yeah, like I want to see these guys blow up, and like they're not blowing up. I'm just like, damn.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
unfortunate, man. It's all just the gang shit that blows up, you know, and then people end up
Oh,
dying and shit.
I want to shout out. You ever heard of Quadeca?
No.
He's the greatest artist of all time.
You're gonna have to put me on game, man.
And he's the greatest soccer player of all time too. He could do bicycle kicks. He could school people, like dummies people.
This guy's an athlete and an artist.
Yeah, he used to be like a YouTuber who would make like FIFA videos,
Mm.
and then he transitioned into like a rapper. But yeah, he's like sick. I always just like remix his songs all the time and stuff like that.
You have to send me something of his then.
Yeah, he does like some of the fast rap too. Like that stuff that blows up on YouTube.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I'll send you one. He's pretty dope. I think you might like it.
Okay.
If you like rap culture, you usually like it because he does like different things.
Okay, yeah.
Like he'll do styles of rap with different artists.
That's dope.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but like I feel like the amount of time that the video would take for the amount of subscribers I have just isn't worth it right now. You know?
I know it's hard, man. It's hard to find that balance, bro. You just gotta really believe in what you're doing and just go for it.
Pretty much. But it's like people. I feel like me and you, like people, like there's certain people who really like music. So even if we tried not to make music, we're still gonna end up making it. You know what I mean? Like we'll hear something or we'll get inspired and just like go make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I've tried to
So it's
stop.
like
I can't.
even if we try and stop, it's like we can't not make music. So I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like it's just different for us because we love music that much
Yeah.
that it's not just like a arbitrary thing that would be like, oh, I made this song. It's like I'm always making songs. It's like this constant
Yeah, I know.
process.
There's different I'm 1,000% with you, man. I know what you're saying because there's different types of mentalities that do it, right? And yeah, there's people who just don't think about it at all and are just actual naturals. And then there's people who are so passionate about it and love it so much that we will ourselves into being good at it. Like we don't start off great. We don't start off as naturals, but we love it so much and we take in so much of it that eventually we can't not become great at it, you know? I think of in the stand-up comedy world, Chris Rock said to Joe Rogan, like, you willed yourself into becoming a great comedian, like just out of the sheer love of doing it. And then there's people that are just naturals that get on stage for the first time and are fucking hilarious, right? So it's the same with rap. And I think you and I are definitely the same type of person when it comes to that. It's just like, and I could tell when I listened to you, you know what I mean? And that's why I knew when we chopped it up, we get along well because we're just both fans of rap and students of rap. And we take in all different rap and incorporate it into what we do and get inspired by different stuff. You can rap over so many different kinds of beats and hit it with the appropriate style, with the appropriate flow, so that's how I know, like, yeah, this kid knows rap, this kid knows hip-hop, and it's the same for me. I hope when people check me out, I hope they're like, man, this kid knows what he's doing, at least as far as beat selections and how to flow properly and how to make yourself sound good because you know what sounds good because you take it all in.
Yeah, I like the sound you get on a lot of your tracks, like the vocal. I guess it's like not the vocal tone, but like the way you edit it. Also, obviously your voice, but the way you edit it, it makes it like crisp.
Oh, thank you, man.
To
Yeah, it's funny. That's like the one thing I'm the most insecure about, probably, and it's the one thing I get probably the most compliments on and like the least critique on. Like, I'll be totally confident in like my lyrics or my delivery or whatever, but I'll be like, oh, I don't know if I like mixed it properly, and then everybody will say it sounds butter as fuck, like it sounds great, but the
Yeah.
lyrics could be a little better, or they could be a little less repetitive, or your delivery could be a little less monotone or whatever. And I'm like, fuck, that's the part that I was confident in. The mix is like, the mixing has been tough for me because, you know, it took a long time to get to where I'm at with it. And I still don't feel like I've scratched the surface of compared to what some people know. My like
Okay.
the sound that I get again is strictly out of willing myself into it, you know, like just listening to so much and knowing what sounds good and knowing what sounds good on what type of beat. Um, and then yeah, it's just taken years. Like it's taken years because when I
Do you do like a lot of small changes, or do you like kind of have your formula down now? You know what I mean?
now
Like, are
I
you
yeah, now I have a pretty standard formula that I can almost have a template to start with, and then I can do little tweaks from there with small things. But it took me a long
Yeah.
time to get there, you know, like um, Chuck 90s, rest in peace, used to do all of the mixing and shit. So when he passed away, I had to learn all of that because I was like not only just
Oh,
me, but the homies all had nowhere to record anymore either. And I could record myself pretty well, but mixing myself wasn't something that I started really doing until after he passed away. And I went to college for broadcasting, and a big part of that was radio. So I learned a lot of tips on editing vocals from radio. Because obviously, you know, they're recording in a studio mic, no different from a rapper. But when you're listening to the radio, especially like radio commercials and advertisements, they have a certain crispness to them. And I learned how to do stuff like that in school. So applying some of that knowledge with some of the stuff I learned from just being in the studio with Chuck while he was working on stuff. And then, yeah, I started from that, and that's like 2015 now. When I listen to the mixes I did in 2015, I can't even listen to them anymore. I'm like, how the fuck did I put that out? Like, I want to go and retouch up some of that shit, right? Because now we're talking 5 years later. I've learned so much just from doing so much. My own projects, this, that, or the other. So when I finally changed my name to Ezza and started releasing music as Ezza, is when I was like, okay, now I know how to mix my music,
who were
right?
you before?
I've had several names. Uh, so initially I was Evader, EV8R. So
Oh, that was you.
that was me. And then after Chuck died, I changed my name because I grew my hair out and I like kind of developed this new personality, which was EU a Fool. And I was EU a Fool, and I had long ass hair.
That was you too.
That was me as well. Yeah. So
Oh my god, I didn't even know
EU,
that.
yeah. So the EU a Fool era is when I was kind of learning to mix. So like some of those songs, I'm like, okay, this sounds good. Some of them, I'm like, this sounds like trash. So the EU a Fool songs is me learning how to mix. Then I got to the point where I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing now. Enough with this fucking around, playing around. Because EU a Fool was a lot of just like me trying to make shit that I thought might blow up. You know what I mean? And in the process of trying to make that shit, I kind of learned how to mix properly and learn how to mix for a universal palette, you know.
Yeah.
And then I traveled. I decided I'm gonna quit rapping. I'm gonna travel a bit. That's when I went to Europe. I moved out west for to the mountains for about 6 months and worked at a resort. And then I cut my hair out there. I moved back, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just start fresh with a new name and new everything, and start making music again with the skills that I have developed over the last 4 years or whatever. So then I'd made the album with Choom Gang, which got pretty good reception, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna start doing solo shit now. That album I did for Choom Gang or with Choom Gang was kind of my like confirmation that my reconfirmation that I could put together like a project, put together a song, mix a whole album, mix songs with different voices and different sounds and stuff. So after that did pretty well, and everybody who heard that fuck with that, and I was confident with it. I was like, okay, I know I can make music now. So I can't make beats. Eventually I want to learn to make beats. That's kind of the next thing for me that I want to try to dive into. But once I have a beat, I can do everything else pretty confidently now, you know? And so I appreciate you saying that you fuck with my mixes and stuff, because it took a long fucking time to get to where I am. And as I said, still me like if I went and talked to a real studio engineer, he would think I'm fucked in the head. Like he'd be like, what do you, because I'm doing everything by ear, and I've sort of figured it. Like there's certain terminologies I know, like basics, compressing, EQing, fucking reverbs and all that shit, right? But a lot of stuff I'm doing by ear. So I can't even really explain to people what I'm doing. You know, you kind of just have to watch. Because I kind of look at myself as somebody that like learns to play a guitar by ear and can't actually read music. That's how I am as a mixer. Like I can sound it out perfectly, but could I explain to somebody like step by step how to engineer a song or how to mix a song? Like, nah. But I'm glad that it sounds good to people. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's better than 40.
And hey, disclaimer, I mix for people, man, and I don't even charge a lot, but nobody fucking takes me up, man. Everybody
go to Ezza for mixes.
Come on, man. I'm cheap by comparison.
He gets you in the front of the mix real nice and crispy. You'll be able to hear yourself.
Yeah. So I don't know. Have you ever dabbled in making beats?
Like I make some beats. Like I made the beat for my song "U2."
Okay.
I kind of chopped up a couple samples and put them together.
That's dope. I used to make beats, but I just felt like I didn't know what I was doing enough to make them sound how they're supposed to sound. Like I could get a cool groove going, but as far as like the mixing and mastering aspect of beats, I'm like way more comfortable with vocals than I am with like where a snare is supposed to sit or where a kick is, like where the synth is supposed to sit. Like I don't fucking know any of that shit. Like I just hear it, and if it sounds good, I'm good to go. You know, with vocals, I'm much more comfortable.
The process.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a process for sure. That's why like most of the beats I make, they're like pretty simple. I just usually chop up like a melody sample and like a couple hip hop drums. So most of my beats come out like old school boom bop beats, which I don't always rap on that. So I just go get beats from other people too.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been making beats lately just because I have all these beats from people that are good.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. There's a lot of producers out there.
I did a couple of tracks with different people in Niagara, like Nate Wackett. You know him?
Oh yeah, that's the homie.
I did a few tracks with him back in the day. I haven't heard from him that much recently, but we collabed a few times. And there's this kid Braden Gray. I don't know if you know who he is, but he made a couple beats. They're all his beats are like player trap beats.
Okay.
Just anyone who has got good beats, I'll jump on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, producers out there, send your beats to Jubs.
Actually, don't. I got too many right now.
He's got too many. Send them to me.
Send them to Ezza. It'd be great.
Yeah. God damn. So what's going on, man? You got some bone to pick with me?
I got a bone to pick with you, man.
You got a bone to pick with me?
You're on my fucking bad side, bro.
Oh no. I'm in the bad books. Right before Christmas, I'm on the fucking naughty list.
fucking telling Santa and shit what you fucking did, bro.
Yo, you got to tell me what I did before you tell Santa, man.
You don't even know what you did. Come on, man. Take some accountability for your actions.
Maybe that's the worst part of all, is that I don't even know what I did.
You think you can just fucking hang out with my girlfriend and shit? Whatever you want, bro.
No, I don't think that.
You just chill with my fucking girl, bro.
God damn, what are you talking about, man?
Listen, man. You think you could just fucking go with your Choom Gang homies and go pick up my girl and shit?
Shit.
This isn't cool, bro. You fucking chilling out with my girl. I'm sitting at home by my fucking self.
You need to tell me when this was, man, because this was not
like
recent.
6 years ago. You know your friend Daryl Miller?
Yeah.
He's trying to cuff my girl, bro.
Oh no.
He tried to steal my girl, and no matter what he says, he knows he was trying to steal my girl because he was fucking texting her every fucking day, being like, yo, what's up, girl? I'm fucking Daryl Miller. Yo, what's up, girl? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Dice, man. Why you hitting on Jubbs' girl, bro?
That's your homie. You co-signed him, so you're right along with him.
I'm guilty too, eh? Yo, how did you not know my past rap names if you knew that I was... Because 6 years ago, he wasn't even Daryl Miller 6 years ago. I think you might have the timelines fucked up.
I knew his rap name. I just didn't know what your rap name was.
Okay. Yeah, so he was Dice back then.
Yeah. So
That's
Dice,
fantastic.
Daryl Miller, was trying to steal my girl. And I'm pissed. If I ever see him, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh, goddamn. Yo, Dice. It's on, man. It's on site with Jubbs.
All the Niagara unity, I'm done. If I see Daryl Miller.
You could throw that shit out the fucking window, man. Daryl Miller tried to get with Jubbs' girl. Yo, Dice, man, we gotta talk, bro.
It really pissed me off.
Yo, Dice, you made me guilty by association. So I was hanging out with them?
Yeah, you hung out with my girl, bro.
Fuck, man. I'm sorry about that, man. You guys were actually in a relationship at the time?
Yeah.
Fuck. That's hurt.
And he was like, yo, we're just friends. But then he's like hitting on her at the same time, bro. I never want to see that dude because I'm going to be so pissed if I ever see that dude. I swear. Man, he's like my only enemy that I have, like, pretty much.
Slippery Daryl.
And Stephen Clausen. If anybody knows who Stephen Clausen is, that's my other enemy. But they probably don't like him anyways because nobody really likes him.
I don't know who that is. And didn't you diss Sazy on Skittles? What's your beef with Sazy?
I love Sazy. He's great.
Yeah, well,
no beef with Sazy.
We all love Sazy.
He said he was going to shoot me, but we're cool now.
He said he was going to shoot you?
Well, that's what the line's about.
Sazy said he'd shoot me, but he never did that. But you mean like he actually threatened to shoot you in real life?
Well, yeah, pretty much. But I don't know. He could have just been kidding, right? So
I don't know.
He could have just been trolling, but it was sketchy at the time. It was a long ass time ago. We're cool now. Shouts out to him, Spire.
Yeah, Sazy's the homie. We all love Sazy.
I don't fuck with Drake. If you listen to Drake, that's just sad.
You're not a fan of Drake, eh?
Sazy's better than Drake. That's for sure.
At rapping, yeah. Not at making hits though. Unfortunately, nobody's better than Drake at making hits.
I think this whole making hits thing it's a way for people like Drake to leverage against independent artists. Because of course they're gonna have one hit when they have a promotion network of 20 million people.
That is true.
You're gonna get one. It's like you put a catchy Ezza song on Vivo, you got a hit.
For sure, but you know, you also you got to give some consideration to the fact that there's many competing entities in that battle, right? On that scene, different record labels competing against each other, my artist versus your artist on the Billboard charts. They're all, a lot of artists are having money put into them. A lot of artists are having budgets put into them. Some of them get one hit, maybe two. Drake's on like 50 hits, dog. I mean, I don't know if it's disputable at this point. I mean, yeah, for sure.
But they're all trash,
the machine pushes him. There's no doubt the machine pushes him. But the machine pushes a lot of people, and a lot of people ain't Drake. I hated Drake for a long time, bro. I was the number one Drake hater.
Radio. I am the number one Drake hater.
Well, we're also in Canada, right? Where we have like our radio stations have laws that you have to play a certain percentage Canadian content, right? So Drake is a dream come true to our radio stations. Yeah. Right? He's all you hear on the fucking radio.
Guy's waving at me right now.
Who waved at you?
I don't know, some old guy. I think he thought I was talking to him because I was being loud.
Oh, probably.
He waved at me. Well, I waved back. I was nice. He was dripped out, though. He had a Maple Leafs hat, blue jacket, all matching. It's fresh.
I love when I see old people in fire outfits.
Like, just, yeah, it was fire. It was like the Nike. He made it look better than Drake, that Nike.
Oh, that's funny.
And what's the deal? Drake never reps the Maple Leafs. What's the deal with that?
No, it is unfortunate. I think he he has been to Leaf games, but he don't rep it like he reps the Raptors. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, jump on the ice, yell at the players. Come on.
Yeah, he definitely ain't ringside. You know what I mean? He's up in the box. Motherfucker. Yeah. Leafs need a Stanley Cup more than the Raptors needed a championship.
Oh, man, that'd be great.
Yeah.
If the Leafs won the Stanley Cup, I might not feel so bad about not blowing up yet.
Yeah.
If we just make it a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, well, my dream was to blow up by the time the Leafs win the Stanley Cup so I could be there. But at this point, and I want to be able to bring my dad to watch the Leafs win the Stanley Cup. That's like a fantasy of mine. But I don't know which is more likely to come first at this point. So I'll take either one.
If we get like old and we haven't blown up yet, we can just rap as old guys and we'll blow up because it'll be funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So well, I think Jay-Z is really paving the way. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker to me was born to be an old rapper. I was never even a fan of Jay-Z until the last few years. I think he's great at being an old rapper. You know what I mean? He's a grown-ass man. He makes great grown-ass man raps, grown-ass man music. That's that motherfucker. And he'll be doing it till he's 70. And he's just going to carve that
I just
path
bought
out.
a farm. It's like, invest on my farm. Got 4 cows.
Yeah.
2 chickens.
Yeah. That'll be the local Niagara rapper as an old man rapper. Like, bought a small vineyard.
Yes, that'll be it.
Yeah. That's the dream, man.
But yeah, I don't know. Pretty much cool with Daisy, not cool with Drake, not cool with your friend.
Yo, fuck Drake and fuck Daryl Miller, man. Daryl Miller also loves Drake, so it all works out nicely. That's hilarious though.
Does he? That's
yeah,
great.
He does. He's a big Drake fan.
I hope he gets signed to Drake.
I hope so too, man. He'll steal all our girls.
I swear to God, I wouldn't even sign to OVO.
You wouldn't?
Like, no, I don't think I would. Like,
well, my favorite artist that ever got signed. Like, I was a big I Love McConan fan, and signing to OVO like ruined his career. So, I mean, it made his career and then ruined it. So I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
who it's signed to.
he was like a wave at one point, you know?
Bruh. Lil Nas
That was
X
like a
is
good
just I Love
time.
McConan, bro. Lil Nas X is he's just I Love McConan like commercialized. Like if you listen to his singing style and shit, and like the melodies that he uses in his hooks and everything, he's like I Love McConan could be a ghostwriter for Lil Nas X. He's not,
True.
but,
Yeah,
but they sound very similar. Like he could be him in another universe for sure.
true. Yeah, he kind of got screwed over.
He did, and then he was about to
That's
have a whole
why I probably would find a OVO, but I would find a way to screw them over.
get revenge for McConan.
Once you get in there, then you can just cause some sort of internal conflict. I don't know.
Go up to party next door and be like, "Yo, Drake's talking shit about you in the next room, man."
Yo, Drake's still your bad gal. Still your thing, Crody. Fucking
Yeah.
call up all the Toronto man.
Yeah. Call up the man's them.
You know SK?
That sounds
And
very
ZK?
familiar.
ZK, SK, and ZK?
Then no.
Posted on the block in Toronto every day.
God damn.
Yo, I went to this kid's house last night to do a track. And he freaking wasn't there. Like,
Did you still do the
come
track?
over. What?
I said, did you still do the track without him there? Just break into his house and use his studio.
That's why I call this guy and I'm about to get off the phone. I'm like, hey, I'm coming to your house now. And he's like, okay, so you're coming. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I'm like giving him a chance to say anything. If he needs to tell me anything else, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, I'm going to come now. I said it like 3 times. And he's like, okay. So then I go to his house thinking, okay, he didn't tell me like anything other than the place. There's like 4 freaking doors. You know what I mean? Like a house apartment. So I'm like, hey, which fucking door is it? This is why I was waiting for you to tell me like where to go or something.
Oh my.
It was mess. So then I'm like going up to all the doors, like trying to see if I can hear a beat playing, so then I'll know if it's his place. And like the first one, there was like a guy sleeping on the couch. I'm like, oh shit, this guy's gonna think I'm like robbing the house. The second door was like on the freaking roof of the house. I like walked up all these stairs. I'm like on the roof of the house. I'm like trying to listen in the window to see if there's rap music playing. I'm like, yo, fuck this. The beat was fire though. That's why I wanted to get on the track. The beat was fire.
Hey, maybe it can still happen, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he can send it to me, but I don't know if he was drunk. He was like taking a long time to respond to me. So then once I messaged him, I'm like, oh, I don't know what door it is. It took like 10 minutes to respond. It was already like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, fuck, man. I thought this was
Yeah.
gonna be
Saturday night, he probably was drunk. Not everybody's as productive as you
I don't know.
as
And I
you
was
and
like
I.
thinking, yeah, and I was thinking, I'm like, yo, what if he's like setting me up or something? I don't even know, because I haven't chilled with this guy in like 4 years or something. I was just down because he sent me a snippet of the track and he's shouting me out in the track with Pluto too. Because I think he heard Skittles and was like, oh, I want to make a song.
I want
like
those 2 guys.
Anyways, it didn't work out, so song probably won't come out.
Damn.
But it's an interesting experience.
Well, in any case, man, I think we'll probably wrap it up.
We need to get a track.
Yeah, we do. We're going to. Absolutely.
Oh, we have to. Shit, I always forget.
We have Cop Shop. Do we have another one?
Because the block's in the middle of us, I feel like we're too far away.
Yeah. No, we got to do one, man. That's the thing is, it's like I've been thinking of like needing to do one with you, but because we both fuck with so many different styles, I don't know what style of beat we should both get on for the first time. You know, maybe DK Lonely. Maybe we need a DK Lonely beat. I got some.
Do you?
Yeah, we'll sort something out. I'll send you something soon for sure. But everybody go check out this, man. Tell the people where they could find you, bro.
You can find me Tim Hortons on 4th Ave.
Shit, you just
No,
around the
okay.
corner, man. Why are we doing this on Zoom?
I don't know.
I might bump into you after this. But anyway,
Yeah,
no.
it'll be lit.
Where can they find you on the Webernets?
You can find me Jubelectron, YouTube. If that's too complicated, because I know Jubelectron, it's like hard, J-U-B, Electron. So you could just search literally 33J7, and I'll come up on YouTube.
Whoa, this man's hacked the Matrix. 33J7.
Yeah, we're breaking through all the levels of the Flower of Life, metaphysically hacking the algorithm of YouTube.
Yo, teach me your ways, bro, because I need to get there. So it is. See, I always thought it was Jubelectron, and I heard somebody say Jubelectron, and I was like, oh, I thought it was Jube. And then I think it was Pluto that was like the day I was supposed to bring you to the video shoot. He's like, yo, where's Jub? And I was like, oh, I guess it's Jub.
Yeah, he calls me Jub.
Like maybe I'm
It's like
having
the
a
Pluto
Han
Hann
Hand
thing.
situation. Yeah. So, yeah.
I think there's a silent H. Hand.
Yeah. So okay, so my instinct was right. It's a Jubelectron. My instinct was wrong
Yeah.
with Pluto Hann though, because I always say Han. But anyway, it is what it is, man. Go
Yeah.
find Juby 33J7.
You got it. 33J7. It's easy.
Yo, fuck
sitting
all
on the
that
home-
at
You're sitting
At
at home on your phone all
Jubelectron
day
stuff.
anyhow. You're sitting at home. Your life's just passing you by. Why don't you listen to some Niagara artists? You spend all your day on the phone anyhow. It's easy.
Yeah, you need the hat, fam. That's the
damn.
disclaimer for
I
the
got
day.
my
Listen
hat.
to some Niagara artists, god damn it, or he's coming for you.
Yo,
Peace out, bro.
we doing this. What's up, bro? Thanks for having me.
Of course, bro.
Keep doing your
Anytime, man.
thing.
Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you. My mouse isn't working right now, so I gotta walk up to the. Oh, there we go. All right, bro. Much love, man. Thanks for coming on. Enjoy your Sunday.
About to take a plane to another plane, to another plane, to another plane, bumping back and not nice while I'm trapping in the rain.